Alright guys, it's me, Michael again, back in for another video, and first of all, this thing's bothering me. Move that there. And secondly, welcome back to another championship review, and yeah, this one's going to be a very interesting one because we'll be doing a double championship review because I would say technically they're both the same shape under like same like show concept, but at the same time they kind of have their similarities, and you'll see when I get there. But let me just preface this by saying that for anyone who is concerned about like the Monday Night Raw episode of what I thought about it, I'll say that the CM Punk and the Seth Rollins feud, that's going to be building up for WrestleMania, and I mean I can't wait for that to happen. And yeah, pretty much every single night of Monday Night Raw and even SmackDown or even NXT actually, because they did NXT Deadline. That was incredible, and every single day it's like it's getting better and better, and I kind of like that. And I feel like AEW is seeing like kind of like a downfall because they lost CM Punk obviously. So, but that's not the basis of this video. I mean, we're not going to talk about my reviews or my thoughts of WWE, but what we're here for today is the double review for this particular titles here. But I will say that these championships here, they all came from like few days after I did like the the unboxing video from the WWE shop video. And yeah, I guess let's just not waste any further and get to these. So for what you saw from the WWE shop video, unboxing video, we'll be reviewing and taking a look at both the NXT United Kingdom men's and women's championship here. And they're all the same titles, but they actually have their own differences. So I guess for starters, let's go ahead and get to the title that first became like it was created from like the United Kingdom tournament, and when this title debuted, everyone instantly fell in love with it because this is like a remodel design of the modern day WWE Championship. I brought the mini one here just for comparison. Or actually, let's do a comparison right here. You see, the NXT creative team, they've taken this title and remodeled it to something that looks original and looks like something that is for like a world championship material. So I do like that. And yeah, let's get to the front plate here. So from what you can see from the United Kingdom Championship front plate there, the first thing that you'll see is the red like shield, I guess, with the NXT logo. And one thing that's great about the mini titles that you might as well see as the actual replica is that NXT logo is actually raised, so it adds like that protrusion, or like, what's the fancy word? Like it's up there, like it's protruding up to the logo, so it gives that extra depth, like the extra length for the belt. So that is very cool. And as you can see, I don't know if my camera's gonna do it justice. Actually, let me see if I can turn off my lights here, because that LED light is not doing justice. But you could see the lion and the stallion there. And I don't want to get like any backlashes from the WWE shop like unboxing video, because I literally call this thing a horse, but I guess in the UK they call it the stallion there. So there's that. On top of the shield is the crown with other elegant designs. And the nice thing about the replica and even the mini replicas, they added the United Kingdom on top of here, and then in the bottom they put champion, which is something that I actually really liked, because I think Kevin from Balor Fan 85, he said that on top of here it could have said UK, but they made up for it and put United Kingdom champion. I mean, not United Kingdom champion, United Kingdom on top of there, which to me personally, kind of stands out from the belt itself. Like they want you to know that the top it says United Kingdom. Like you want to know that it came from there. So there's that, and let's get to the gems itself. They are very tiny on this belt, and I think the good thing about this is that none of the gems will ever fall out. Like since I think it's like a super glue, like it's patched on there, so it won't fall off or anything. So that's a good advantage. So, anyways, we're done with the main plate there, and we get to the sidebars, like that sidebar, and then we get to the side plates there. And this is something interesting that I found from the side plates. They really match up with the front plate there, because if you shut up notification, you could see right there, they actually put it like some special like red paint on the main plate to add contrast, because there's a lot of people out there who like contrast, and the red really sticks out with the side plate there. You got your designs on top of the sidebar and along with the bottom, and then basically in the middle is just a basic NXT logo on the globe. And I don't mind this at all, since it's, I think on the previous replicas on the WWE United Kingdom and even the NXT United Kingdom, some of them do have like the WWE logo, like the women's here, but this one they just slapped on the NXT logo, since they want you to know that everything in NXT, I mean, let's be honest, this belongs to NXT, since it's like a developmental brand. So I mean, that's what people, I mean, that's not what people like it. I mean, most people go to NXT just for this, so, which again, I don't mind, but it's an awesome belt. And yeah, that is that. You got the snaps right here, a 3x2, actually a 2x3. Another side, also 2x3. And before we get to the belt tip, which I'll heavily explain, you got your clamp tool shell right there. And yeah, they also put like in the stitching as well, which I really like. And now let's get to this part here, the belt tip. The belt tip in this one is very different out of all the championships that we have seen, because this belt tip, you don't mind this at all, but you do mind the big ass curve that's like nothing normal like your normal belt tip here, because you look at this one, it kind of stops at an angle and goes very straight. This one, they take the time and make a curve out of it, which is personally my personal favorite. So there's that. So let's get to the back of the belt. You see your screws in the back with the WWE shiny silver sticker there to show its authenticity. And there's the patch there, which I don't know if my camera's going to see it, but I guess you guys can read if you squint. But it says official NXT authentic replica championship title. It's not a full size though. It would have said mini though, because it makes sense, because it's a mini. So, but yeah, that is the NXT Men's UK Championship, and you know what? Ever since I saw this, and when I first got it, I was really thinking in my head that I'll just hold on to this one instead of getting like the actual replica. I mean, although I like the replica, I just prefer to have a mini one, because it really stands out, despite its size. Or of course, what they say from Horton Hears a Who, nothing but small. But actually, and speaking of smalls, let's do a real quick comparison to the WWE Championship mini replica to this replica here. So you can see from the back, actually, there's like a major difference, as you can see, because the WWE Championship has like a bigger yet thin kind of like screws. This one, these are a bit tiny, but they're almost kind of a bit dome-like on the screws, which is, I don't know if they actually do that in the newer replicas, but if they do, then leave your comments down below, since I think this one has been like aged for like a while. And honestly, I forgot when I unboxed that thing, but yeah, whatever. So anyways, that is this replica here, and now let's move on to the NXT Women's United Kingdom Championship. And I'll say that this one is actually one of my personal favorites, and I'll say that, yeah, like I mentioned before, it's one of my personal favorites out of the men's replica, because I know I'm kind of disowning this video for a little bit, but let's see this here. From the front plate, not much of a difference, but the only difference is that compared to the men's replica is that they put women underneath here, and the NXT logo is actually silver. And once again, you got that protruding of the front plate. And I think this actually stands out from the women's replica, because look at that. It's it's instantly perfect to how you would look at the championship. Nothing much more different from the men's replica that I'm seeing. I mean, here's a little quick comparison here. Like that. And the sidebars are not that different, but the side plates on its own are actually a bit more different. Because you can see here, they actually put the WWE Championship like a circle plates, and they actually put like the gems in there, because the men's replica, they don't put the gems or something. It's just like a bland kind of like gold edge. This one they just slapped on the gems, and which something that I mean, I do understand, because it's a women's thing, and they had to put gems on everything, like on clothes or something like that, or even purses, but I don't mind this at all, so. And once again, the side plates, they're not much different as opposed to the men's. So that's that. Once again, the side, you got your 2x3 snap box here, the other 2x3 snaps right here, and another major difference from the men's replica here. This one's on a black strap. This one, it may look like white on camera, but in person, it's actually a bit more of like a pearl iridescent kind of like strap, which kind of gives that little glare. And I can't see the magic on my webcam, but it's there. But you got your you got your the clamp tool on the strap here, and I do see some stitching up close. And I wish they would put like the same belt tip like the men's, because if you look at the men's, that's curved, but for some reason they don't put the curve belt tip on this one, which is kind of a bit disappointing. But well, I guess for the sake of NXT, they want to reduce the like the originality that came from this belt and put somewhat of like the the simple stuff on there, which I don't mind it at all. But all I care about is the front plate. I mean, that's it. I mean, if some of you do mind the front plate and the side plates, then to each your own, but that's fine. But anyways, here's the back. Once again, you got your WWE Authentic sticker there, and there you got your big ass patch that says Official NXT Authentic Replica Championship Title, which once again I said from the men's replica. It should have said mini, but whatever. I guess they don't want its flaws, but yeah, it is what it is. So anyways, since these belts have been like fresh out of the box, they're still kind of a bit stiff. So like here's the floppy test. It's still kind of stiff except for that very end of the belt tip. It's kind of weighted down a little bit. And I know it's not like an actual replica, but here's it around the shoulder. Doesn't want to hold down, but now I'm literally going to do this. I'm going to put this around my arm, since most of these mini replicas are best to have this thing wrapped around your arm. So I guess for filming purposes, I'm going to lay this on my leg, my thigh here, and wrap it around. and see what it looks like on my hand. Oh, I mean, if I actually got if I got like the actual replica, okay, I'm not gonna risk it for breaking, but this is what it looks like on my arm here. The NXT Women's United Kingdom Championship mini replica. Very cool. This is literally its first wrapping around my arm for the women's title. And now let's get to the men's title on my right arm. So, and let's get this here. And here is the men's United Kingdom Championship around my arm here. These are very beautiful belts. Beautiful belts that unfortunately didn't last that long for some reason. Because I think it was around like, what was it, 2018 or 2019. I forgot the date, but it's around that time when the UK brands start to develop in NXT. But then they decommissioned like the entire show as of last year. And yeah, some of us would say that we're very disappointed to the lineage that it carried. But I'll say that the benefit of the doubt is we had great champions for each one of these belts. Like, for instance, Tyler Bate, a two-time WWE and NXT United Kingdom champion. Pete Dunne, at the time, was the longest rating and brutal bruiserweight or WWE United Kingdom champion. Then you have Walter, the longest reigning NXT UK women's longest reigning NXT UK champion, and was being defeated by Ilya Dragunov. And yeah, I say that Tyler Bates served as the shortest reign, and Walter served as the longest reigning champion at the time. I mean he'll do whatever it is to be like the longest reigning champion. I mean he's still our Intercontinental champion, so I mean I like Walter as a champion, but once again, I don't mind him at all since he's a good fighter for any international championship. So that's the lineage of the NXT men's replica. That's the lineage of the NXT men's championship there. And the women's, there's only like 4. You got Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley, Kaylee Ray, and Meiko Satomura. And each one had their lineage. Kaylee Ray is the one with the longest reign, and I believe Meiko Satomura has the shortest reign, because I think it was that time that Mandy Rose actually pinned her at some sort of pay-per-view show or something. But both of these titles, by the way, were literally combined into one World NXT Championships. I mean, at the time, you got Braun Breaker, who was the NXT champion, and then you had Mandy Rose, who was the NXT Women's Champion, and they both collected these titles and just retired them. I mean, I'll say that 2.0 was a bit of a disastrous run, but at least the new run of NXT is a bit more better, because we're actually seeing some more developmental superstars, like superstars who wanted to be part of NXT and develop themselves as wrestlers to become like possibly main event superstars in WWE. But it is what it is. WWE wants to work on its own things, and neither do I, since I don't have like the authority power to do so. But anyways, that is it for this replica review here of the NXT United Kingdom Championship and the NXT Women's United Kingdom Championship here. And yeah, that's it for this video. And if you did, be sure to leave this video a like, comment, and share. And as always, my name is Michael. These are your NXT Men's and Women's United Kingdom Championship reviews. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.